This has been so good to have so much board involvement, and I appreciate you guys coming out and supporting.
That's why we're here.
Supporting in the ways that you do. You guys really do show up. You're so active, and I appreciate that. So, well, I probably gave that away.
Mark Loring. I'm on the board of the mission, and it's good. It's good duty.
Yeah.
I'm a retired Army guy, 33 years, and
33.
Yeah.
I didn't realize. Wow.
You're right, because I'm so young, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
But I normally, and I was just sharing the story about how I actually got here. About
Yes.
Elizabeth.
Yep. I love that story.
Yesterday got her learner's permit.
Wow. Well, Congratulations to her.
But I'll tell the story again if you're okay.
Yes, please do share it with us.
So I was on the planning commission, and I was leaving the planning commission, but that year Elizabeth was in 7th grade, and the Virginia Municipal League runs an essay contest every year only for 7th graders. And the prompt is, if I were mayor. And so for years I had told Elizabeth, when you get to 7th grade, you're going to write this essay. And the only guidance I gave her was focus on one thing. And so she wrote the essay, and it was submitted through the school, and I'm embarrassed to say that I never read it until the VML called and said, oh, by the way, your daughter won.
Wow.
And she wrote on homelessness. If I were mayor, this is what I would do. And it was a great essay. And so when I left the planning commission, Brandon called me and said, hey, we really like your daughter, but she's too young to work with us. So we want you to join the board. And that's how I got here. So I say that my 7th grader got me a job.
Yeah, got you a position on our board of directors.
Yes.
And how long have you been serving in that capacity?
Well, she's now a 10th grader, so a few years.
Okay, 4?
2 years.
2 years.
I think 2 years on the board.
Okay.
And it's good duty, and both girls, Elizabeth and her younger sister, do come with me when we help prep and serve dinner. And so both girls have an appreciation for the challenges at hand. I have also for years supported Watts at our church. They can't do that though. But they can come here and we appreciate that they can be involved. At least at that level.
Why, in your opinion, why do you think having our youth, particularly your daughters, why is that important to you? Why do you think it's important to have our youth involved in matters such as homelessness?
I think it grounds people and it helps my daughters appreciate that there are challenges out there, and not everybody is well off, and not everyone doesn't have problems. I mean, everybody does. And I think it does help ground people, and more should be. I mean, I would encourage any teenager to be involved.
Yeah, one of my favorite things that that my son has had what I would consider the privilege of being a part of is growing up here at the rescue mission. So his first Christmas, I still have the picture of it, and I'm in the kitchen with him, and I mean, he's just a couple months old, and he's standing up in his little Christmas, like my first Christmas outfit, and we're in the rescue mission kitchen, getting in fact, I think it was Knox and his family, and I went in, it was Christmas Eve, I went in to go help them set up, and Fletcher's grown up almost every Christmas. If it wasn't Christmas Day, it was Christmas Eve growing up here. And I think that's so important to me, is to, and Fritz kind of alluded to it, with his students at the university, is, and you mentioned it, grounding. And I feel personally like I'm called to love others well, and we're all called to in our own different ways, right? I think we're called to lead others, and serve others in our own capacity. But and I love the rescue mission because it does provide him an opportunity to do that, and allows other people also to love on him. Because one of the cool things that I've seen is our residents absolutely start smiling from ear to ear when they see
the same effect when the girls come with me for dinner prep, and and serving that. So I think young people encourage just by their presence and their participation. And that's what you need. You need to help encourage.
Yeah. Oh, I'd agree wholeheartedly. What is something that you're really looking forward to that Winchester Rescue Mission? Oh, spring. Yes, me too. And like I love the snow. I'm an avid snowboarder skier, and I am ready for some warm weather and flowers. Like,
well, I've said it a few times already today. The good thing about today is that it's one day closer to spring.
Yeah.
And tomorrow will be even closer. And I think tomorrow is supposed to be warmer than it's been in the last few days. Last few days are a little biting.
Yeah. Slightly. Just a little chilly.
But to circle back to your question, I'm looking forward to the new building.
Me too.
And expanding capacity, because I know that there's not enough capacity here.
Yeah.
And I know that there are a lot of people out there that need some space to go to and be protected.
Yep.
And helped.
Yep. I'm so grateful that Watts that Watts exists. They're able to help. I think depending on the church, between 35 and 45 individuals, and I mean particularly on nights like last night and the night prior. I mean it's absolutely life-saving work that they're able to do. And just so grateful.
It's sad that that's not enough.
Yeah. Yep. In fact, we're in the middle of our pit count. It's pit point in time count, and it's one night a year where we're able to count individuals who are experiencing homelessness. And so it'll take us a little while, probably a couple weeks, couple months turnaround time to really capture that data, but it's certainly not enough. And so expanding into Valley Avenue, almost doubling our capacity, is something that I'm very much looking forward to do. It'll be a challenge, it'll be a learning curve, but that's all that life is problem solving and loving others well. So I'm excited for it.
Change is natural, and you just have to accept it and adapt to it.
Yep.
And we will.
Yep. We certainly will.
And it. He's back.
I appreciate you, sir. You keep up the great work. I love that, man.
Just good.
Yeah.
And the board is a good group of folks. And and I appreciate the fellowship and camaraderie that I found there.
Yeah,
So
he scooted.
He did.
Slow down there, Fritz.
I'm glad we're here.
Yeah, right. Not on that side. Yeah. Well, Mark, I appreciate it. I appreciate your leadership. I appreciate your involvement, your passion for the work that we do. And I know you and I have been talking about org charts, and that's something we still need to revisit. And I'd love to pick your brain on things. And that's one of the one of the reasons I really love our board of directors is I've been able to call Nancy about, some HR kind of things, because that's not something that I'm a specialist in. And I've been able to call Deborah on, some development things and Knox on some logistical, and just all over. And I really appreciate
Well, we need to set that up soon.
Yep.